Hauser, we appreciate your time here. Now let's turn to what's been going on in India over the last few weeks. After India's marathon 5-week election, the last day of voting has arrived. In fact, polls are due to close in the next half hour. Many key constituencies are voting today. Let's just get a sense of the overall sheer scale of this exercise in democracy. Here are the numbers. 814 million people were registered to vote in the world's largest democratic elections. That's up by 100 million on the last election in 2009. But a party or coalition needs a minimum of 272 seats to form a majority government. Let's go to my colleague Babita Sharma, who is in Delhi right now. Over to you, Babita. Hello.
Hello, Karen. Thank you very much. Yeah, those numbers are pretty staggering, aren't they? When we say 100 million new voters on the last elections back in 2009. But welcome to central Delhi. You join me here on Ashoka Road, which is home to a government building and members of parliament's residencies, as we, of course, mark the final day of polling on the 9th phase of these mammoth elections, as you were just calling it, rightly so, that began back on the 7th of April. And just to give you a sense of what has happened today, well, 3 key battleground states have gone to the poll today, including Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. In a total, they constitute some 66 million people that potentially could have gone to the polls today. But all eyes are very much focused on the holy pilgrimage city of Varanasi, where 2 of the main political party leaders are contesting their seats. As the BBC's Andrew North now reports.
A sacred moment in holy waters. Hindus believe the river Ganges can give them new life. And today, Varanasi, their spiritual capital, is helping decide India's future. Voters came early and in numbers to beat the fierce heat. It's seen as a showdown now between Narendra Modi, the man widely tipped to be the next Prime Minister, and the anti-corruption campaigner Arvind Kejriwal. Today, even the city's holy men share the same mortal goal: to cast their vote.
In villages and homes, everyone has to come out and vote to make India stronger.
The colour of democracy in action, as people are marked with ink to prevent double voting. But after the hard-fought campaign here, many are reluctant to say who they've backed. We're voting for whoever will take care of our problems, says this woman. Inflation, unemployment and lack of security. Wrestling is an old tradition in this ancient city. Most believe Mr. Modi is on top here with his promises of faster development. But he's faced concerted opposition from minorities like Muslims who fear his Hindu nationalist beliefs. This city has seen empires rise and fall. Now it's the setting for the biggest battle of these elections. Mr. Modi is expected to win, but a less than convincing victory here would be a blow and may also reflect wider doubts about whether Indians believe he's the right man to be Prime Minister. Mr. Modi chose to stand in Varanasi because of its spiritual significance for India's Hindu majority. If he wins, many say his challenge will be to show he'll govern for all Indians. Andrew North, BBC News, Varanasi.
So, Babita, so many millions of voters, but what have been the main issues uniting all of them?
You know, Karen, it feels like no other election before in terms of a unity regarding something to be done primarily about the economy. The economic issue has been a pressing one for many people, particularly on the campaign trail. All of the main political parties, I should say, have been having to address that issue because India's economy has slowed. The growth rate has almost halved to what it stands today at 4.8%. Well below what India was experiencing before the 2011 recession hit. So the economy, but also aside from that, issues such as corruption, better job opportunities and infrastructure and governance. So those are the issues that the electorate is particularly passionate about. We are 28 minutes away from the polls officially closing, ending this voting process. And I should just add before I go that exit polls will start to be released in the coming hours and indeed the coming days. They by no means give a factual picture of the results that we can expect here on Friday. But nevertheless, myself and the team here at Delhi are going to be poring over the data for you and bringing you analysis here throughout the day on BBC World News. So join us for that. In the meantime, Karen, it's back to you.
Babita, thanks very much. That's Babita Sharma in Delhi, and plenty more from the team there, she said, here on BBC World News.